I am live. Unfortunately, Manchester United have been beaten 2-1 by Sheffield United. We've suffered defeat, our first defeat in like 18 games, is it? But it doesn't take the pain away from how embarrassing that performance was by Manchester United, and in particularly the defending towards the end of the game. It was absolutely abysmal by Manchester United. Poor defending, schoolboy stuff from the Reds, and quite frankly, not good enough, not the defending you'd expect of a team that are trying to win the league, to be quite honest with you. Schoolboy errors. But even if you look at the error for their goal, for the second goal, and you look at maybe the referee mistake for their first goal and the failure to clear it, if you take that away from today's game, Manchester United still didn't do enough to win the match, which says it all. You know, a fair result is probably a 2-2 draw, because in my opinion, Martial's goal in the first half, it should have stood. There's no way Harry Maguire fouls the goalkeeper. No way, no chance in hell did he foul that goalkeeper. Yet a foul was given by the referee. It was a baffling decision that didn't make any sense at all. And it was one that cost Manchester United a goal in the first half and the opportunity to go into the break at 1-1. And then, you know, who knows, go and win the game in the second half. So there were a couple of refereeing decisions today that went against us and went for them. But ultimately, you can't blame refereeing decisions when you lose against the bottom team in the league. You can't blame referee decisions when, you know, you defend like that, because the referee didn't tell us defend like idiots. The referee didn't, you know, line us up at the back. It was abysmal defending that I couldn't get my head around. From David De Gea to Maguire to Twanzebe. What are you doing? It didn't make any sense to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. Like the Chuckle Brothers at the back there. It didn't make sense. Oh, you deal with it. Oh, you deal with it. Oh, I'll deal with it. Oh, you deal with it. Nobody took control of the situation. David De Gea, stick the goal out for a throw-in. Stick the ball out for a throw-in. Harry Maguire, do the same. Take control of the fucking situation. Get on the ball. Take it out of the box. Axel Twanzebe, fucking clear it properly. What kind of excuse for a clearance was that? It wasn't good enough. It quite frankly wasn't good enough, that pass from any of them. And I think it was Burke who scored their third goal, their second goal, sorry. And he stood there, yeah, and he's got the freedom of Old Trafford. He's on the edge of the box, and we're looking around thinking, where is it? Why isn't anybody marking him? It didn't make sense. It really didn't make sense. Like, why was nobody marking him? Awful defending for that. And it was a catalogue of errors, because it started from Martial giving the ball away deep in their half. So, you know, catalogue of errors. It shouldn't have gone from there to there and then allowing them to have 2, 3, 4 attempts on goal. It was backwards stuff from Manchester United. Backwards stuff. Now, we have ourselves to blame for the result today. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough by any stretch of the imagination. But you've got to look at that and think, who do you have to blame? Yes, you can look at the refereeing decisions. Yes, you can look at the fact that, you know, the referee should have been ruling their goal out. VAR should have been ruling their goal out. Our goal should have stood in the first half. But apart from that, we didn't deserve anything. We didn't deserve to win this game. And if we did win this game, we would have been lucky to. It was a massive problem for Man United today. And it was complacency for me. Because that goal stank of complacency. That goal stank of us just, here you go. No one's taking responsibility. And it's not good enough. Now, we can see the usual knee-jerk reactions everywhere. Manchester United aren't going to win the league. Title race is over. Sal Marshall, do this, do that. All the knee-jerk reactions are out. Look, it was a bad result, a bad performance today. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not over. We still have to keep going. We have to go out now and beat Arsenal. It's the only way you can repair this situation. And if we don't win the league, which is likely, you know, I think City are massive, massive favourites at this moment in time. If we don't win the league, which is likely, then, you know, you're looking at the fact that our home form has been abysmal. Our home form has been abysmal. Points dropped against Palace, Sheffield United. Points dropped against Arsenal, Chelsea, City. All right, City you can expect. Chelsea maybe, you know, a draw against Chelsea, not the end of the world. But when you look at some of the points that we've dropped at home this season, you cannot expect to win the league with that amount of points dropped at home. It just doesn't make any sense. And yeah, it was baffling today. It was real baffling. A real bad performance and a real bad result for Manchester United as well. And let's look at it, because like we said, there were no good performances from anybody today. You know, you look at from the front, I thought Edinson Cavani should have started today. It was the wrong decision to leave Edinson Cavani out. Cavani should have started. Rashford on the left, Greenwood on the right. Martial didn't have the best of games today. Rashford didn't have the best of games today. Greenwood didn't have the best of games today. Having said that, we should have went in level because Martial should have had a goal. But none of them performed. Rashford's performed this season in terms of goals and assists. So I can't really criticise Marcus. You can't criticise Marcus Rashford much. Edinson Cavani is clearly an elite striker with elite movement. And he's bringing his game now. I think there's been a lot of scapegoating of Anthony Martial today. But the facts are, he's not played well. And he's not played well all season. Now, we need him to be back in form. We need him. He needs to for his sake. But we also need him for our sake to get back into form and start scoring. But I do think, like, today I went on Twitter at half-time and everyone's saying, Martial. Even like people that I expect to be sensible, like Aditya Reds, John Shin, like people I expect to be sensible are like, fuck this guy, he's fucking shit. When 3 months ago, you was like, say, my number 9. Now, I think he was poor today. He's going through a bad time. Do we have to set, like, what? I don't, like, people are just so quick to just, like, you do the same with Marcus Rashford last season, had a bad run. Oh, Trashford is shit. Oh, Rashford, this, that, and the other. Someone has a bad run. You saw it with Pogba. Second of the world. I genuinely don't get it. Last season, 24 goals. Player of the year. All of a sudden, he's shit. All right, cool. That's your opinion. I think he's been shit this season. I don't think he is shit. I think there's a big difference there. Strikers go through bad times. He's having a bad time. Now, against Arsenal, you need to be holding the bench. You need to be holding the bench because you can't be starting ahead of Edinson Cavani. It's as simple as that. And as soon as Cavani comes onto the pitch, you see an impact. Now, I think Rashford's not been great this season, but he's getting goals and assists. Great performance against Liverpool. He's been popping up with them. You know, he needs a little bit of luck. You need a little bit of this, but you need to make your luck for yourself as well. And I think you've got to be doing more. Like, it's easy to complain about there being no chances created and, you know, this, that, and the other. But if you look at Cavani, like, he makes, like, he'll make mistakes. And I think he made a mistake against Liverpool. But when you're constantly working, I think people can accept it. Now, I don't think Martial's lazy. I think that's bullshit. I don't think he doesn't care. I think that's bullshit. I think that's easy things to go at. But he's clearly not going through a good time, and you need to do the simple things. When you're going through a bad time, do the simple things and the rest will come. Now, at the start of the season, I think he was doing that. Weirdly enough, in the start of the season, when he wasn't scoring, I thought he was still performing. But in the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, his performances have gone off a cliff as well. He needs to start sorting it out. Otherwise, if it lasts for the rest of the season, you're looking at the end of it and you're going, do you replace him? Do you need to bring somebody else in? And if you want to be part of a Manchester United team that is going to be challenging for these titles and that, you need to be improving. It's all well and good when we're 4th, 5th, winning the FA Cup, winning the Europa League, you know, being one of the best players then. It's all well and good being one of the best players when we're finishing 3rd. But when we're challenging for the league, if you're not performing, the gap then is so big, and it's so obvious as well. Need to start performing. But I'd drop him for that game against Arsenal. Play Cavani, play Rashford, play Greenwood maybe. Get Martial on the bench. You know, start bringing him in later on in games maybe. Hopefully he can get a goal, build up some confidence, see where we can go from there. But I'm not writing him off completely like some people. I just think some people are just quick to just, you know, you got no loyalty, none of you's like, you got short memories, no loyalty, and you just want everything now. Like, I seen people today, oh, Martial, fucking hell, he fucking cost us the game. When it was Cavani making a mistake against Liverpool, which led to a goal, no one said no. So it's people, agendas will agenda. That's going to happen. I thought Martial was poor today. I thought Martial's been shit today. So this isn't even an excuse. People are going to say, Mac, you're making an excuse. If you listen to what I'm saying, I'm not making an excuse. I am literally saying, poor today. He's not been good enough all season. He needs to be dropped against Arsenal. You're listening to those things. Thought it was maybe the wrong decision to start him today. But it's not. It doesn't mean he's finished, does it? Fucking hell. If players were finished after three months of bad form, then there would be no football players left, apart from Ronaldo and Messi, maybe. that's all we'd be left with. People on Twitter have a short web list, says AK. We must win against Arsenal, says underscores, loads of them. And I agree with that as well. We have to beat Arsenal. We have to beat them. Today, I thought this was a 3 points. We maybe draw against Arsenal, and I was kind of ready to accept that. I could understand that happening. We've lost today, so now we need to beat Arsenal. We'll be 1 point down on the week then if that happens. We need to beat Arsenal. Ollie's never beaten Arsenal. He's never beaten... actually, no, was that one under Mourinho in the cup? Was that one with Mourinho in the cup? Lingard scored, or was that under Ollie? I think that was under Ollie, right? I think that was under Ollie. But yeah. What's that? Yeah. Ollie, but Emery was manager. Okay, quick. Thank you very much. Yeah, today was so bad, man. And when we went 1-1, I thought, we're gonna win this. And then to just play like that for the last 20 minutes, it's a real head scratcher. It's a real head scratcher. Bad team selection today, that's all, says Balaclava. I don't think you can blame the team selection, because ultimately, whilst I think Ollie should have started Cavani, I think the team selection was good enough to win the game. So can you blame Ollie for that when I feel the team selection was right? I don't know. It's a difficult game coming up now against Arsenal. We need to win it. Lee Chin said we needed this defeat at 20 games in. It's the right time to start the run again. I need some of that confidence, that's for sure. Ilya says, I'm fuming. Hornby says it was the team selection. Get hitting that like button, get commenting, get sharing, get subscribing. Get your thoughts in as well. Manchester United. Oh, fucking hell. What the fuck was that defense? If you don't laugh, you will cry. It's that level right now. If you don't laugh, you will cry. Well, there's some players out there today that if they don't start next game, they're done. Josh says, opinion on Marshall. I think the work rate thing's a myth, to be honest. I really do. I think it's a myth. He's just playing badly, mate. He's just playing badly and he needs to be dropped. It's that simple. But yeah, I'm sad. You're sad. And the fuck was that defending? But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. We've got a super chat from Billy Vaughan who says, "You lot are still in it, just all eyes on City now, who could take points off them." It's true. City are the massive favourites. Massive favourites. And I'm massively gutted about today, but 21 might still be coming. Who knows? Let's hope it is. And United have lost. Let's hope we bounce back against them scumbags on the weekend. But for now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.